Joe Kretsch, Linden, New Jersey. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the Freeholder Board. My name is Joe Kretsch. I am the president of PBA Local 199, representing Union County's correction officers. I think you would agree that Union County's corrections officers are truly committed to public safety in the county, but also perform a job that few in our communities would volunteer to do. We sometimes deal with the worst in our society, while at times setting an example we hope makes the county and the taxpayers proud. It has come to our attention that the county is possibly seeking partners to transfer our inmates to another county in order to close the jail as a cost savings measure. I'd like to say a few words about that possibility. I would ask that if you are indeed moving forward in that direction, that you bring us into the discussion. I say this for two reasons. There are numerous logistical and public safety issues at stake that law enforcement professionals should be working with you to address. At the end of the day, public safety must come ahead of any perceived savings or budget deals. The risks and procedures involved in detaining, transporting, and security of the most dangerous among us can't be overlooked. I also plead with you that you keep in mind that closing the jail isn't just a question of math. There are hundreds of officers' lives, careers, and families on the line. Our officers have dedicated themselves to working inside a jail as a career. That commitment to Union County should not be cast aside. This is especially true for our younger officers who are starting families, or our older officers who have retirement in sight but are still too far away to make that a reality. I want to make it clear tonight to you that I'm committed to working closely with you on any cost savings within collective bargaining that we can achieve to accomplish your goal of finding savings in our budget without laying off any correction officers. There are real people who will be devastated financially and professionally if the jail is closed and suddenly left outside the deal looking in. I don't think you want that to happen, and I'm hopeful we can work together to prevent that from happening. Sharing services and closing institutions require time and careful study. I would respectfully ask that you not overlook the men and women of PBA Local 199 during that time of study. Thank you for your time.
Good evening, Mr. Chair, ladies and gentlemen of the Freeholder Board. My name is Patrick Colligan. I'm the State PBA President, representing 33,000 members of the New Jersey State PBA throughout the state of New Jersey. We represent the 300 brother and sister officers in the Union County Corrections Department. And I just wanted to address it just for a couple minutes. I'm not interested in giving anybody a democracy lesson here, because I'm sure as freeholders you know it well. But one of the hallmarks of our country is a free and open government, and it's unfortunate that the members of this union got word 2 years ago that the Freeholder Board was eventually going to close a hospital, and then after that close a jail. Well, I guess 50%. He's not Nostradamus, but he's 50% correct so far. And it's funny that everybody I've spoken to in the last several weeks that should know whether this jail is going to shut down has absolutely said it's going to shut down. And it's unfortunate that in a free and open democracy, there's nobody in the Freeholder Board that's willing to admit this. The officers filed an OPA request. The OPA request came back that there's no documents. They had a meeting today or the other day with Mr. Fayella, who told them that they've already discovered that there's 160 spots open in the State Department of Corrections. So somebody somewhere is not really telling the truth. Somebody somewhere is not being practicing open government, and we're very concerned about that. I don't have to tell the clerk that when an OPA request comes back with no answers, and there is in fact something about a jail closure, that the person who denied the request or filled the request is held personally responsible. Like I said, everybody that should be in the know has told me that the jail is going to close, and I think his comment said it best. I just want to let you know about our PFRS system real quick. The officers that work at the jail, when you close a hospital, you're affecting janitors and nursing staff and doctors, and every one of them can assemble a resume and send it out and get picked up and continue in their career of public service. If you're a corrections officer and you have 10 or 12 or 15 years and you end up not having a job one day because somebody decides to close a jail, unfortunately that officer can't go to the municipal police department because of our PFRS system doesn't allow them to. They can't go to municipal police department because it requires waiver training. So you're basically taking 300 officers and effectively putting them on the street. Are there openings at the Department of Corrections, as Mr. Fayella told them? Probably, possibly. but that's not going to take care of everybody at the jail. So just please remember what you're doing to the 300 Union County employees when they hit the street. Many will not be able to get into the same paying job. Many will not be able to make the transition. There's not many county corrections facilities that are hiring. Many are laying off. So I implore you to work with the men and women in the Union County Corrections Department. Help them keep this facility open. This is not a small facility. And I will tell you, again, representing 33,000 members, that you don't want prisoners being driven through 2 counties to get to your facility here. They walk over a covered bridge. They're escorted to the courthouse. I mean, you're exposing some tremendous public safety issues to the residents of Union County. So thank you for your kind attention.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman, Board of Freeholders. There's just something I would like to clear up. There was not a meeting with us and Mr. Fiala. We had spoken to Frank Guzzo a couple days ago in reference to the amount of bed space available in Hudson County. And he did in fact make it clear to us that there was 550 available beds in Hudson County. That's what we're saying.
Thank you.